Hi everyone, my name is Sam, and today I'll be walking you guys through the specialty class training for Fitball. So due to some time constraints here, we're not going to be able to actually get to do a warm-up and cool down together, but I'll go over a couple exercises that are good as we do in most of our normal warm-ups that we do when we were back in adult fitness. So keep in mind you want to kind of warm up and use the muscle groups that you will be using during the class. So you want to get some stretches. Stretch out your shoulder, triceps, maybe do some air squats, get your lower body warmed up, get into some side step. Just do whatever you feel most comfortable doing to warm up your body, get your heart rate up and elevated. And with that being said, we'll kind of jump right into everything. For today's class, I know not everyone has this equipment, but I will be using a Fitball, exercise ball, a standard gallon of milk, add some weights, and then just a chair. So to go ahead and get started, I'm going to use the Fitball here, and we are going to get into what I like to call bus drivers. So bus drivers, just put the ball out in front of you and just twist arm over like this. As you can see, my arms are rotating and switching. And to get the most out of it, if you want to kind of up the intensity, you want to rotate as far as you can, get that full range of motion. If you just feel more comfortable, just kind of get in here. Try and keep the ball straight out in front of you, if possible. Really stabilize the shoulder. Keep all those muscles in your shoulders and bicep and your upper back flexed. And then we are going to switch into our next exercise here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So for our next exercise, we're going to put the ball on the ground. You can start with whatever leg you want, but I'm going to start with my left leg back on top of the ball, kind of right here above the ankle, and right foot out in front, and we're just going to do some split lunges. So just kind of find your balance, and then just go down and back up. Try not to let your knee fall too far forward. We don't want you coming out here. You're going to lose your balance. So just find your balance, and then just right down, just like that. And then keep your chin up, shoulders back, remembering to breathe. If you want to increase the intensity a little bit, you can move the ball further back away from you. Really get down into the lunge. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to switch to the other leg here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we'll just switch over here now with the right leg back on top of the ball, like this. And then same thing, just find your balance. Really focus on when you get to the top, kind of pushing your hip flexors out. Get that full range of motion. Perfect. And then we're going to switch to our next exercise here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So for the next exercise, I like to call these mountain climbers. We're going to incorporate the chair here. So what you want to do is just kind of at an angle, brace your hands on the chair. Oh, there goes the ball. And then what you want to do is bring your opposite knee to your opposite elbow. Really work your obliques. So just like that. And if you want to make it harder, you can move your legs further away, or you can just kind of keep it right in here. And if you want, you can also drop, you can get rid of the chair, go all the way to the ground in a push-up position, and do these from here. This is probably the highest intensity that you can make this exercise go with what we have. And then just remember to breathe. And we'll be done with this here in 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We'll get the chair here out of the way. We are going to bring our ball back into play. And then with the ball, we're going to do bent over rows. And what you can do is you just slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the hips, chin up, chest out. And you can just use the ball to contract here and feel it in your back. Or if you want to increase the intensity, we'll grab our gallon of milk here. You can sit on the ball like this and still bent over, chin up, chest out, and add some weight. And do bent over rows with milk, juice, water, really anything you guys have in your house. And then we'll switch the other arm here in 3, 2, and 1. And then just same thing here, keeping that chin up, remembering to breathe. You want to still be bent over so you really feel it in your bicep and upper back. Really just reach it out, pull it back. And then we'll switch to our next exercise here in 3, 2, and 1. So for our next exercise, again, we can use the ball if we'd like, and we're just going to do bicep curls. So if you're using the ball or whatever you have, just kind of stand up and then just curls with the ball. Really focus on extending your arms all the way out and then contracting. And then slow down and bring it up. Or, like we just did with the bent over rows, sit ourselves on the ball, grab our gallon of milk here, and just do curls with the milk. Really do whatever, with whatever kind of equipment you have at home. I know not a lot of us have dumbbells or weights or anything, so make the most of what you have. We're going to switch sides here to our other arm and slow on the way down. Just bring it up. Like you're taking a drink of that milk. Perfect. And then we're going to move on to the next exercise here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're going to put the milk down for now. And so our next exercise that we're going to do, back up here, is for our calves. So we're just going to sit on the ball and kind of get forward on the ball, legs at 90 degrees. And we're going to push down on our knees and then do calf raises. If we want to get an increased range of motion or kind of increase the intensity a little bit, you can either push down harder or you can grab our ball here and then just do calf raises here on the ground. Really extending all the way up to our toes, giving it a nice hold at the top, and then back down. And up, and back down. And then we'll move on here to our next exercise. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So for our next exercise, we are going to bring the chair back out. Put that up there. And with the chair, we're going to do some tricep dips. So just kind of get the chair here. Legs here out in front of you at about 90 degrees. And then we're just going to go down and do some tricep dips. You can go down as far as you can. I know this exercise is kind of hard on people with shoulder issues. So if you want, just don't go down as far. Give yourself some more support by grabbing further back in the chair. Or if you want to really increase the intensity, kind of try for a challenge here. You can bring the ball back out if you have that and do dips here on the ball. There's a lot less stability, so this is considerably tougher. But just here on the ball and down. And tricep dips, and just really focus on shoulder stability, going down and back up, because the ball will kind of roll all over on you, but that's a nice challenge if you're up for it and have a ball. And then we'll finish our dips here, do a couple more here with the chair, show that again, and we will move to our next exercise in 3, 2, and 1. So now we'll get the chair out of here again and bring the ball back in. The next one we're going to do is push-ups. So just kind of roll yourself out on the ball. And then we're just going to do push-ups with the ball here. Just down and up. If you want to lower the intensity a little bit, you can just bring the ball closer up to your shoulders. You can even go on your knees if you want, just here, or closer to your waist. And if you want to increase the intensity, go all the way out to your feet. It gives you less stability. You just do push-ups from there. Really focus on the push portion, just slow down and then up. Go at whichever intensity, put the ball wherever feels comfortable and safe for you. And we will switch to the next exercise here in 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. And then our next exercise, we're actually kind of going to be in the same position with the ball underneath us. So I'll demonstrate that here. This is a core exercise for our abs. So you just want to roll out onto the ball like this. Now what you want to do is bring your knees to your chest, or just close to it. And it's going to be easier the closer the ball is to your waist again, just like with the push-ups. So if you want to, we can put the ball here kind of up right at our ankle, and then from there do the knee curls from there. But that's a pretty high intensity, and I think most of you guys will find that it's most comfortable kind of around your core or your thighs. So let's go back to that, and then we'll do this for about 5 more seconds and switch to the next exercise. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And then we're going to switch to our next exercise here, and we're going to keep using the ball if you have it. If not, you can do this completely without a ball. But we'll lay on our sides here on the ball, kind of the ball here at about our waist. Take your arm and kind of give yourself some stability. And then, like we always do in the warm-ups, is just some leg raises to work on our abductors. And if you want, the higher up, roll under the ball. So if you get it here on your legs, it's much easier to balance. And then just do this here with some leg raises. And then we'll switch to our other leg and do some adductors here in 3, 2, and 1. So same thing like we always do. Bring that front leg over the top, and then just going to raise our bottom leg. Perfect. Really try and point your toes to the ceiling as much as possible. And then we're going to switch over, do the same thing but on the other side. Here in 3, 2, and 1. So switch to the other side here on the ball, and then just leg raises like this. Perfect. Remember to breathe. If you need to, you can bring this leg down and gain some stability between every rep. If you want to increase the intensity, you can bring both legs up off the ground here to really include your core. Oh. And then just like this. There we go. And then we're going to switch and do our other leg. So we're going to bring our front leg over the top and then work the adduction. Just like that. Perfect. Remembering to breathe. And then we're going to switch to our next exercise. We're almost done. Here in 3, 2, and 1. And so for our next exercise here, it's going to be kind of an ab exercise again. What we're going to want to do is lay down. You can do this without the ball again, but just kind of in like a sit-up position here. Bring the ball up over your head, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go up kind of into a crunch and put it in between your legs, and then back down. And then you go up, grab the ball, and bring it down, and just alternate putting the ball in your legs and bringing it down. You want to keep your legs kind of in the same position up there at the top. And then we will switch to our last exercise here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And so for our last exercise here, it's an exercise that we should all be familiar with during a lot of our warm-ups. We'll put the ball kind of on our waist, around our core, and do bird dogs. So this one, it's a lot of balance and core work. So you really want to make sure that you have good stability. So both arms and feet on the ground. And then, like we always do, just opposite arm, opposite leg back, just like that. And if this is a little uncomfortable for you, if it's too much balance, just ditch the ball and just do bird dogs like we normally do with our warm-up. Just opposite arm, opposite leg here on the ground. Just like that. And then we'll switch into our cool down kind of talks here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So since we're pretty much out of time and we can't really run through a cool down together, just kind of go over some exercises that are good to help lower your heart rate. A lot of stretches. You can do a lot of the same ones from warm-up, just keep that lower body moving. You don't want to go from working out to just standing still and stretching. You can do balance work, tree pose, do something like that. If you want to, you can get some cardio in, do some jumping jacks or something before you do your cool down. That's completely optional, but just every muscle group that we hit, so tricep, chest, back, quads, glutes, hip flexors, whatever it is, make sure you give it a good stretch. You can do the warrior pose, work on your calf, hip flexor, chest. That's a good one to hit a lot of them. But I hope you all enjoyed the workout today, and I hope you all are staying safe. And thank you for tuning in.